What's up, guys? Welcome back to Takeshi Aquatics, and today I'm just going to make a really quick video on how I make my spawning mops. And spawning mops are normally made for fish that are, mop spawners, such as these killifish over here, for example. And so I just wanted to kind of give a quick rundown on how I do it. It doesn't mean that it's the right way. It doesn't mean that any other way is wrong. It's just the way I do it. So the first thing you want to do is, and you can get these from Amazon, and if you need links, let me know and I'll post it down below in the description on the bottom, or if you're on Instagram watching this, then just send me a DM and I'll send you a link. But what I have here is what looks like to be 1,855 yards. So times that by 3 and that'll be feet. The most important thing though is that it's 100% acrylic, and the reason why you want that 100% acrylic is so that the yarn is inert in the tank, and so it's safe for your fish. I leave this in the bag so it's easier to take out, but that's the first thing you're going to need is the yarn. The yarn color, I'm not too sure. I like green because, green is pretty much what plant colors are. And really all you have to do is order 1, 2, or they sell packs of these over here. These are suction cups with holes in them, and again, you can get these from Amazon. This is the Pawfly brand, but pretty much it's just a generic brand that allows you to put a zip tie through it, just like this. So all you need are zip ties, small ones like this, and a suction cup, and that's pretty much it. Besides anything, this can be a piece of cardboard. This is actually the backing, a mistake, kind of a mistake print for the backing of one of my tanks, so that's why I use this. And so all you have to do is find a piece of cardboard or anything that will be the length of how you want, or how long you want your spawning mop to be. And so for me, I don't like the spawning mop to be on the floor down on the bottom, because it collects all the debris and it collects all the poop and all that stuff. When you do a spawning mop though, just keep in mind that spawning mops are going to be also a source for beneficial bacteria, as well as it will also act as somewhat of a filter. So you have to just be careful with how long you want your spawning mop to be. Now, a lot of times, a lot of people like spawning mops to be on the floor, and I've seen spawning mops that are really tied around all over the place, which is fine, except I don't like that. I like my spawning mop to just be from the top to the bottom, and that's it. So it minimizes all the debris and all the poop that it collects. So let's get started. So now I have this. This is the measurement of how long I want it to be. And all I have to do is grab a piece of yarn from the yarn, and I'll just, constantly wrap around the cardboard. And in this case, it's a piece of plastic. But now that you have your measurement, now something to keep in mind, if you want a big bush or if you want a small bush, it really depends. But you can see how it's bending already, so just make sure that you try to keep it as straight as possible. If not, to me, not a big deal. All you have to do is remember that how much you see here, just in your mind think that it's going to be double this, okay? So you just keep winding it and winding it. You make sure you don't wind it tight. So it, I'm kind of rushing here, so it's kind of winding tight. But this is just to show you guys how I do this spawning mop. So I'm just going to wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it until I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with how much of yarn there might be. And these fish, they kind of like to burrow themselves into this yarn and lay their eggs and do whatever they need to do. And so that looks good to me. So all I do is I'm just going to cut it here. And on this side, all I'm going to do is kind of bunch up one side. I'll get my little suction cup here with my zip tie. Just like this. Make it nice and tight. Just gonna cut off the end here. Okay, and then now we're just going to get a scissors, and on the bottom side, I'm just gonna cut it. Should have got a sharper scissors. Make sure you get a sharper scissors, and then there you have it. That's all you need for a spawning mop, just like that. Kind of just whoosh it around just like that, and the spawning mop is as good as this is. So now all you have to do is get your spawning mop, put it in the, put it in the tank, stick it to the side of the wall, just like that, and now you have your spawning mop for your spawning fish. All right, that's it for this video. Pretty simple, pretty easy. If you have any questions about where I got everything, again, it'll either be in the description below if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Instagram, just send me a DM and I'll send you a link.